So the bottom line is that after realizing that from last night, so that's interesting there. But then I'm leaving so much out that I've just because I'm just so at the end of fucking breaking down my life on the most fucking minuscule level over the past fucking years of my life. Wow, this is crazy. This is fucking crazy. I said to myself, it's fucking funny that like I have probably like 100 different videos of this, of what I'm about to say next, and it's like, first off, which this is, first off, somebody that I used to work for turns around and says to me, after I say to them that they're probably trying to set me up for, at this point I know I'm being set up. And I said to myself, fucking wow, they're probably trying to set me up for every single fucking homicide across the fucking North American continent. And that person turned around to me and replied with, well, not that many. Wow. You know, it's like, it's like when I think about that time period back in Ronkonkoma, when Paul Flores seemingly pulls his truck with his father, Ruben Flores, pulls that rusted piece of shit bragging in front of me, right in front of me, about how they were going to kill me. And I didn't even know who the fuck, I didn't even recognize these two. Bragging about how they got the truck. But that's all. They were bragging about the fucking truck and how they got it from point A, California, to fucking point B, Long Island, without fucking nobody fucking realizing it was gone. You know, why thinking about all that, and thinking that this guy is like literally like on the same block where they fucking confronted me, like right there. It was right there, man. As I'm thinking of this, I'm saying to myself, it's really funny that Paul Flores. So as I typed my name into Google again last night, I pull up pictures of what should be me. It's very interesting, the very selective photos that are fucking there of me. And as I'm scrolling down, there's a picture of the guy that I got into a fight with that lived across the street from me in Ronkonkoma. And I said to myself, how interesting is it that he looks like Mike Longboat? Now, under the picture, it says Jason Levy. And I got the videos of this. I don't know if that was his fucking name or not. I just know that it's labeled as Jason Levy. And supposedly, not supposedly, I don't know his fucking name, but I know I got into a fight with him because he fucking swung on me. And I also know that then after that, he went and fucking called the cops on me like a fucking bitch nigga. And I also know that my friend Mike Longboat looked a whole lot like him. And both him, the person who may or may not be Jason Levy, and Mike Longboat, they look a whole lot like, da-da, who the fuck guessed it but Paul Flores. And I'm saying, and I think I brought this up like a couple videos back, but what I'm saying to myself is, just like the Dylan Roof thing, kind of. All of a sudden, I'm standing next to fucking Dylan Roof at a bar. Somebody knew I was going to be at that bar. And the interesting part, all I'm saying is that that seemed to be a photo op. That situation. And I'm thinking to myself, since Mike Longboat looked like, supposedly, I'm not sure, but I have fucking at least 100 videos of this, typing my name into Google, look at Jason Levy. This is the guy that I got into the fight with. I'm not sure if it's Jason Levy, but I do know when I see him, I'm saying to myself, there's that motherfucker. Both Mike Longboat, Jason Levy, just saying Jason Levy, again, I will say this again, I am not 100% sure if his name was Jason or not Jason. I just knew him as the fucking crackhead who swung on me, who fucking used to smoke crack because supposedly his child fucking passed away. That's who I knew him as fucking scumboy, fucking swing, fucking piss shit, fucking got his ass kicked. But sure, he's labeled as Levy, and for some reason his picture pops up underneath my name in Google. Anthony Yaki. Now, at that same roundabout time period, all of a sudden, Paul Flores, with his father, Ruben Flores, pulls up right in front of me as I go to cross the road. And they talk to me about how they were planning to kill me. And how they were bragging about how they got the fucking truck from California to fucking Long Island with nobody fucking seeing them. I didn't even recognize these two. But I do find it interesting that Paul Flores then somewhat resembled Jason Levy and Mike Longboat. And I'll say it again. I'm not exactly 100% if the guy's name was Jason Levy, but I'm 100% about the photo of the fucking guy that's popping up underneath my name, Anthony Yaki, in Google. So, that's that. And, you know, it's just like, how did Mike Longboat start staying with me at my place? Because fucking, like, at first me and Mike didn't really get along. But at the same time, we weren't exactly on fucking shitty terms. I just didn't exactly like him. And then he fucking, you know, like a few times I'm saying, what the fuck's going on with this fucking guy Emilio across the road, and fucking, you know, Mike turns around and fucking, he didn't believe me supposedly at first, but then he seen what the fucking guy did. And when he sees what the fucking guy did, he comes directly over. He's like, you know something, Anthony? He's like, I thought this was bullshit, blah, blah, blah. He's like, I seen what the fuck he did to you just now. Fuck this shit. You know, because you're on probation. Like, I was on probation. And this guy just kept trying to get me thrown in fucking, you know, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I was just trying to get the fuck off of probation. And that's the whole point of, like, where Mike Longboat steps in, you know, and I'm saying to myself, it's like, wow, that's fucking crazy, because at that point in time, Mike's, like, fucking pretty much homeless, kind of. He had a fucking place he was kind of staying, which he didn't even want to fucking stay there. And fucking when he was there to see that, he's like, yo, Aunt, he's like, I'll wait here, man. He's like, you're going to end up getting fucking, you know, this and that and blah, blah, blah. And fucking cop shows up. Mike talks to the cop with me. Fucking the cop never writes a report. Female cop wearing a fucking black stripe across her fucking badge. And Mike starts to make a conversation about how, you know, it's like, did somebody die recently? An officer die? He's like, my father used to be this and that, or somebody, his uncle. And he's like, you know, I know what that means. He's like, I'm sorry to hear that, you know, one of yours passed away. So they're being really nice. The cops being really nice, but they don't write no report number. They write their name down, but they don't write no report number. They say, well, we'll go talk to fucking Mr. Emilio fucking Martinez, which has like 2 other fucking names, but the bottom line is that goes nowhere. Because then 6 hours after fucking, like, right after pretty much I tell Mike to leave, about 4 hours later, all of a sudden, 4.5, 5 hours later, not even, 4 hours later, all of a sudden, fucking at like 3 o'clock in the morning, I go to get a fucking cigarette, and fucking, as I'm walking fucking past, Emilio fucking, he's got his whole fucking family outside. And the fucking neighbors from his other next door, the ones that used to live with me, not with me, but down the fucking road, 3 houses down the road, and fucking Holtz. I'm like, wow, man. So they all fucking, I walk past them, and I'm just like, what? You know, I'm thinking in my head, I don't even say nothing to these motherfuckers. I just walk fucking past, but I'm thinking in my fucking head, like, what? Motherfuckers. Next thing I know, there's a cop rolling up. And fucking, the cop's putting me in fucking jail. And I get to the fucking precinct, and I'm like, this is bullshit. I'm like, the fucking guy, I just called the fucking cops on this motherfucker for doing this exact fucking thing, trying to get me thrown in fucking jail. Now, all of a sudden, fucking Mike hears about this, and Mike starts to stay at my house. Mike Longboat starts to stay at my place. He had basically, you know, which is interesting. It's like, you know, you want to say, hey, look, like, oh, it was Mike. He had no fucking bullshit, man. This whole thing is so fucking crazy. I do find it interesting, though, that Mike Longboat looked a whole lot like fucking Paul Flores. And I find it interesting that Mike Longboat looked a whole lot like freaking that the picture of this fucking guy, Jason Levy. And unfortunately, I don't have any pictures of Mike. Which is real fucked up, because I could have sworn I had his freaking card, and I usually keep any of those cards together from the wake. You know, it's like I find it so fucking interesting that the whole time I'm around these two, and they look a lot like fucking Flores, Paul Flores. And I'm wondering if somebody could have fucking taken pictures or photoshopped so it made it look like me and Paul Flores were fucking hanging out in Ronkonkoma, which is not the fucking case. My supposed friend that I worked with, my boss of kind of sorts, which is bullshit too. Fucking, yeah, right, man. Yeah, right, man. Well, Emilio's got the tape. I've seen the tape. You know, it's you. It's like, how'd you see the fucking tape? Because there shouldn't have been a fucking tape, because I didn't walk into fucking Emilio's house at fucking 3 o'clock in the fucking morning. All these people do is lie, and lie, and lie, and lie, and then they fucking try to set people up, and try to set people up, and try to set people up, and You know, I'm just sick of people shit. I can't get almost anybody on the goddamn telephone. Like, that's another fucking bunch of bullshit. Like, the. That's why I find it interesting what took place last night when I was walking up to the store again. Person walking about 15 steps or so behind me, and I keep hearing their feet, but doesn't see them. Then all of a sudden, right as the fucking accident comes into fucking play, all of a sudden I turn around after hearing the footsteps a third time, look behind me, and there's a person about 15 steps away, 20, not even 20 steps away. Not even 20 steps away. I go into the fucking store, all of a sudden I bump into fucking, right after all of this shit that I'm saying about fucking signing fucking an order of protection, which I didn't even want to sign. I had to supposedly sign in order to fucking put the fucking witness statement in, which I'm thinking at that point the witness statement was being completely fucking coerced out of me, because obviously the guy confesses to me. Then fucking 2 hours later I bump into fucking people who fucking tell me that this girl's actually missing, blah blah blah, and I should do the right thing, which I do, which is go down and fucking, not to mention Paul's telling me that he's gonna set up my family and me and fucking that, which is also supposedly his family, which doesn't make no fucking sense. But at this point I'm thinking I'm just dealing with a fucking piece of shit. Wow, man. So I'm like, I'm doing the right thing one way or another, I'm thinking, but fucking, you know, at the same fucking time, it's like, once I signed the witness statement, which I don't even think they put everything that I was saying in the fucking witness statement, and they were like, well, that's not important, well, that's not important, and it's just like, all right, man, here's the fucking witness statement, but they're like, but in order to sign this witness statement, you have to fucking sign this witness protection statement, which, when I signed the fucking witness protection statement, that would have fucking masked my bank accounts, which had fucking money in it, but it did not have as much money as it would have in 20 fucking years time, when I was able to touch, 15 years time or so, when I was able to fucking touch the fucking bank accounts, or 20 years time or something like that. Fucking, that's the whole fucking point. Like, now those fucking my bank account should have fucking lots and lots of money in it, and meanwhile fucking I have a feeling that people have been robbing me the whole exact fucking time, why the cops are fucking literally fucking guarding me from being fucking aware of anything that was mine, or anything that, and at the same time, their whole fucking time they're doing it, they're fucking setting me up every single fucking place I go. I have no car, I have no fucking friends on the phone, because witness protection, oh well, he's, you know, and that's why my father came down and said, you cannot have him sign this, because if he signs this, that means even I cannot talk to him. And on top of that, it was all the other fucking people that were fucking names were being brought up in that fucking thing. And that's the whole fucking point. So it basically made me fucking not be able to talk to almost anybody on fucking planet Earth. And then the selective fucking few that were being put in my fucking life were also trying to fucking set me up every fucking single fucking chance they got. Because they were fucking pulling some fucked up shit. And that is the fucking, that is, fuck this. Fuck this. That is fucking crazy. That is fucking absolutely fucking crazy. Wow. "18 minutes into the video. Did I say anything did I leave anything out? Wow, man. Other than, you know, all of a sudden this shit starts coming up to fucking, and that's when, because it's just all about, fuck this shit. Running around with what fucking may or may not be a fucking diamond that I just found all of a sudden on the fucking ground. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Seriously? Fucking seriously? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? It's like a fucking light bulb. Look at that shit, huh? Are you fucking kidding me? Seriously? Unreal. Unfucking real. Nah, man, this is fucked up. This is really fucked up. No friends, no fucking family, and the only fucking person I can get on the phone is a fucking woman who they wanted me to fucking kill her daughter during the fucking one of the contracts that I fucking signed as far as FBI, CIA, DOJ bullshit. Bullshit with everybody's bullshit. So I can talk to bullshit. Bullshit. Fucking bullshit. And then her house fucking burns down 5 years after I'm given basically 5 years after I'm given the optional order, the optional order to fucking kill her daughter and as many of her friends as I could fucking kill. Are you kidding me? Wow. All of a sudden, as she's leaving her house, as I'm becoming homeless, fucking at the same time, so I'm living in my truck, can't get nobody on the phone. The one person at that point in time who, if she was still at her house, would let me take a shower, fucking, but then there was 2 other fucking people that fucking let me take showers at their house, 3 other people that let me take showers at their house, and that's the whole point. It's like once I was able to take fucking, that's what I'm saying, it's like I couldn't get them on the fucking phone either. I was being fucking blocked even then. And then that fucking woman, Valerie Richardson, comes into fucking play when it comes to fucking the credit card that seemingly I didn't even have to make a fucking payment on for another 3 fucking months or so. And fucking yet fucking she's saying, oh, well, you owe us money, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, well, I was planning on paying you anyway. I get paid fucking then. It's like, well, that's too late. It's too late. It's like I didn't, and then it was like, well, can I have a fucking office or something where I can go down and fucking, talk to you about this and show you my fucking contract, which I had at the fucking time, but then now I'm just like, fucking, wow, man, this is bullshit. Wow. Faulted on my Mustang, right? 17, 16 fucking grand, 14 grand, whatever. Faulted on my fucking truck, which was like another 7,000. Bought it used. That I was the fucking, so I faulted on the car, faulted on the truck, faulted on fucking my credit card, and yet fucking like 5 years, 4 years, 4.5 years later, I get fucking SSI. Wow. I get fucking SSI, and all of a sudden fucking, wow, man. I sit down at a dealership, and they tell me I have AAA credit. Me and a friend that's sitting right next to me, and we're looking at each other like, what are you talking? And they're like, you got a lot of money. I'm like, what do you mean I got a lot of money? It's like, I'm broke. It's like, what? No, you're not. I was like, yeah. Fucking, they couldn't figure it out. But it doesn't matter. It was the same, because that's the fucking, obviously that was the bank account that I seen with the fucking, wow, man. Wow, man. But now that guy's nowhere to be fucking found, right? So fucking, then on top of that, I walk across the street. Oh, look at this. The dealership I bought one car from, I bought the second fucking Mustang from, because there's no Mustangs left with anything I'm looking for pretty much on Long Island inside the price range of what I fucking, wow, man. Wow. And then all of a sudden, fucking buy that car, and that car has no brakes, is on fire, and I almost run over a woman in a baby carriage, call the fucking police, and no cops show up. Wow. Call the dealership after calling the fucking police, and the dealership won't take back the car. Then my fucking money gets stolen out of a locked car. Dude drops his wallet. I call the fucking police. The police show up, but he calls the fucking police because the guy that fucking dropped the wallet, I'm like, yeah, I'll give you back your wallet because I wanted my money. So that motherfucker comes and he starts to fucking scuffle with me, blah, blah, blah. He goes to fucking pull out what seems like a fucking something in his fucking sock, whether it was a fucking knife or this or that, who the fuck knows, but they never search him. Wow, man. I don't even think they wrote a report. They didn't write a fucking report. So there's no way I'm going to be able to pay for this fucking car. Have to bring the car back. The fucking car guy turns around and gives me 2 cars to choose from. Little do I realize, both the cars he gave me to fucking choose from belonged to the fucking Kardashian Jenner family. Wow. Fucking wow. Of course, the car that I picked all of a sudden had an extra $800 price tag, which I couldn't afford that because that was pretty much my Mustang fucking, that would have been money I could have put towards the fight. If I would have had fucking $800, I would have had $600. You know what I'm saying? But that's bullshit. The fucking, this fucking, fuck this. Fuck this shit. So I choose the fucking Cougar. And I'm saying, where the fuck have I seen this? I remember somebody telling me, and then it was sure as shit it was the same exact fucking car. I wouldn't even realize it though. I told my grandmother this, and freaking my grandmother's like, well, what was the other car? And I start describing the other fucking car, and fucking she's like, you're kidding me. I'm like, no. I'm like, and the other thing, and I say there was this creepy doll in the back of the fucking trunk of that car. And it creeped me out a little bit, but what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? It was a nice car. I wanted to buy that car, and fucking the guy tried to jack the fucking price up $800, so I couldn't afford that car. So she's like, what dealership was this? And I'm like, blah, 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 this dealership. And fucking, sure as shit, fucking, that's what I'm saying. It's like, turns out that's one of the other things that's one of the main things that made me realize, holy shit, both of those fucking cars were owned by fucking the Kardashian Jenner family, because fucking I remember both the fucking cars. The one car that I was driving was owned by Chris, and which is really fucked up, because then the other car was driven by fucking God knows who, but that's where fucking Kim's doll was. Raggedy Ann doll. Well, I don't know if it was a raggedy. It was just, I made fun of the doll. She didn't like when I made fun of the doll. We were little kids. And it's just real fucking funny that both those cars were at that dealership when fucking I had to bring the fucking car back. So I get this fucking shitty car that has basically almost no fucking power steering fluid. Wow, bro. All the same things that fucking she complained about back then. It's like, wow, man. It's like, here's the car. It's like, here, choose one of these. It's like, you just sold me a car that almost got me killed, and you're fucking, wow, man. Now you're trying to fucking set me up again. Wow. So somehow, some way, those cars were to try to set me up a third fucking time. A third time. 3 cars. Who the fuck knows what the fucking Mustang was? The Mustang was supposedly older than fucking my other Mustang, which was pretty much almost the same color too, minus the fact one was gold, one was silverish gold. Unfucking real, man. Unfucking real, man. Wow. Both convertibles. That's what I'm saying. It's like how the fuck did this guy not even fucking it's like I owed 16,000. We went from the one dealership to the other dealership, where the other dealership is where I bought the first Mustang, which I fucking didn't get the chance to pay the whole fucking car off because the fucking insurance, after the second year of owning that fucking car, was supposed to go down fucking past all the other fucking dealerships. Instead, the fucking insurance went up in price to $7,000 with no tickets or accidents or anything else for that fucking bullshit matter. Fuck this bullshit. And then I'm driving around in fucking the Cougar car and I can't fucking handle anything. I sign myself and I give the car to my cousin for a few weeks. I sign myself into a fucking hospital and fucking, because I'm having a fucking mental breakdown because I can't keep fucking driving 24 hours straight, 7 days a fucking week without fucking being able, because every single fucking place that I parked the fucking car, somebody chased me the fuck out of the fucking place, which is bullshit. So I could never park my car where there was fucking cameras to fucking see that I was in a fucking spot at any given fucking time the whole fucking time. Just in case something went down. Wow. Wow. I'm almost positive that the fucking person that my friend told me fucking supposedly started the house fire is also the same fucking person that fucking wrote the fucking witness statement against me versus Emilio Martinez, saying that he fucking witnessed me go into Emilio Martinez's fucking house. And the reason I'm worrying about that fucking house fire that started fucking 4.5, 5 years after I was given the fucking optional order to fucking eliminate the fucking said target and all the other little targets that were around said target, I find it real fucking interesting because now all of a sudden I'm about to be fucking homeless. The guy that I used to fucking work for wouldn't even come out here to check any of the fucking problems, even though I offered him double the amount that he would normally fucking charge to come do a fucking inspection. Wow. No matter how many fucking people I got on fucking tape, no matter how much fucking bullshit, wow, that's crazy. This is fucking crazy. Me realizing that this is fucking possibly, it's not even, it's one of the fucking houses that me and my fucking cousin were fucking kidnapped off to. I was 4 and he was 3. Wow. 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 And that's what I'm afraid of fucking right now, is that if I leave here, fucking something happens to this fucking place, they're gonna fucking accuse me of fucking doing it. With no place to go, with no family members I can get in touch with nobody I can get on the goddamn phone to have me fucking help me drive the fuck around looking for fucking any other fucking place. These motherfuckers are about to fucking, wow. And I think they're trying to get a fucking cop killed. That's what they're fucking trying to do. They're trying to get me killed, or they're trying to get a fucking cop killed. Wow. 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 Why they're trying, and I do mean this, they're trying because so many of the fucking people have told me how they were gonna set up fucking Ariana. And now I see fucking, it's like I said, it's like fucking, even back then, it's like, wow, there's 2 fucking